My child, listen to me right now. Do not scroll. Do not move. Do not let the noise of this world pull your attention away from this exact moment, because heaven is standing still just for you. There are exactly 3 days left in the spiritual window that has been opened over your life. These next 72 hours are not just ordinary days. They are a divine intersection counted by eternity. What you choose to hear and embrace in these 3 days will echo far beyond your current struggles. My beloved child, lean in closely. This is not a message meant for the masses, not a random coincidence on your screen. I have placed this directly before your eyes because the angels have just released something powerful with your name on it, and I am reaching for your soul with an urgency you have never felt before. I am speaking into the deepest part of you right now, the part that no one else gets to see, the part that cries in the silence of the night, the part that wonders if anything will ever truly change. I am touching the place where your spirit aches, where your questions have piled up like heavy stones, and where your hope flickers like a fragile candle struggling against a bitter wind. I see that place, my child. I see you. And this is why I'm calling you with such intense love. Heaven has leaned so close to your life at this very second. The angels who have just been dispatched are watching how your heart responds. Eternity is pressing against your present moment, urging you to wake up, urging you to stay. The angels have just released the very answer you have been crying out for. You have questioned if your tears were wasted, but I tell you now, the command has been given. They are bringing the restoration of what the enemy tried to steal from you. Do you feel that stirring in your spirit? That is me. The enemy wants you distracted in these final 3 days. He wants you to scroll past your own breakthrough. Do not listen to his lies. My presence is here to remind you that you are not unseen. Every second of these next 3 days carries the weight of a miraculous shift. My child, the reason you have felt such intense pressure lately, the reason your exhaustion has felt heavier than usual, is because the spiritual atmosphere around you is actively shifting. The angels have just released a decree from my throne, a decree of favor, divine provision, and overwhelming peace. But you must understand that whenever heaven releases a blessing of this magnitude, the enemy fights back with distraction, confusion, and deep despair. He is absolutely terrified of what these next 3 days hold for your life. Do not let him whisper that this message is just a coincidence. Do not let him convince you to scroll past and walk away from your own miracle. He knows that if you stay, if you anchor your spirit to my words right now, the invisible chains he has kept wrapped tightly around your mind will shatter. I have seen how hard you have tried to hold it all together. I have seen the days you smiled and cared for others while your own soul was secretly bleeding. I have seen the long nights you laid awake in the dark, calculating, worrying, and wondering how much longer you could survive this painful cycle. The angels that were just released have seen those tears too. They are descending right now with the keys to the doors you thought were locked forever. You thought the long delay meant a permanent denial. You thought my silence meant I had abandoned you to fight these battles on your own. But my beloved, I was never silent. I was working relentlessly in the unseen realm. I was aligning the exact people, the exact resources, and the exact circumstances to meet you at the culmination of this 3-day window. What was delayed is now being expedited by heaven. What was stolen is now being restored and multiplied. You have carried heavy burdens that were never meant for your shoulders. The guilt, the shame of past mistakes, the nagging feeling that you are constantly falling behind, lay it all down right now. In these next 72 hours, heaven is not demanding perfection from you. Heaven is pouring out overwhelming grace. I am calling out to the fragile version of you, the wounded version, the lonely version, the version that thinks it is too late to be redeemed. It is not too late, not yet. The angels have released a supernatural turnaround, and your only job in this sacred moment is to receive it, to stay close to my voice, and to refuse the spirit of fear. Stay with me. My child, as these 3 days unfold, I need you to intentionally release the tight grip you have kept on your past. I have seen the heavy shame you carry on your shoulders. I have watched the quiet moments when you replay your past mistakes over and over in your mind, almost as if punishing yourself would somehow make you more worthy of my love. I have seen the deep regrets you have kept buried inside, the times you whispered into the darkness, asking why you weren't better, or why you couldn't make the right choices. You constantly look at yourself through the harsh lens of every failure, every misstep, and every perceived weakness. But I want you to hear this clearly right now. I have never, not even for a single second, seen you through that lens. I see you through unending grace. I see you through boundless mercy. I see the redeemed, beautiful, and highly favored version of you, even on the days when all you can see in the mirror is a broken spirit. I have never been ashamed of you, my beloved child. Not once, not ever. The angels I just released into your atmosphere are not bringing this massive breakthrough because you have been flawless or perfect. They are bringing it simply because you belong to me. You have carried fear in your heart for far too long. Fear of failing again, fear of not being good enough, and fear of being abandoned by the people you love. But I tell you right now, in this sacred window of time, you must not misunderstand my love for you. You think my affection shifts based on your daily performance, but it is an immovable mountain. You think my presence leaves the room when you struggle, but it actually draws closer to your brokenness. In these next 72 hours, the angels are actively dismantling the invisible roadblocks that have kept you feeling stagnant, frustrated, and spiritually exhausted. I am binding up the deep fractures in your identity, caused by betrayal, unfulfilled promises, and rejection. You are not a failure. You are my chosen child, designed for a glorious purpose. Keep your heart open, silence the noise around you, and prepare to step into the exact answered prayer you have been desperately waiting for. Do not lose your focus. My child, you have asked me in the quiet of the night, Lord, what is it that the angels have just released? I am telling you now, they have released the very compensation for the tears you have cried in secret. They have released the financial provision that has been held up by the enemy's interference. They have released the deep healing that your physical body and your weary mind have been desperately crying out for. This is not a partial blessing. This is a complete, overflowing restoration of everything that was unjustly stripped away from your life. The heavens are vibrating with the manifestation of this answered prayer. And over the course of these next 3 days, you will begin to see the physical evidence of what has already been completed in the unseen realm. I know there have been moments when you felt like giving up entirely. I saw the days when you looked at your circumstances and whispered, God, why is it so hard? Why does it feel like I am always fighting a losing battle? But listen to my voice piercing through that deception right now. You were never losing. You were being prepared. You were being refined. The resistance you felt was only because you were stepping closer and closer to this exact 3-day window of breakthrough. The enemy pushed back with such violent force because he knew the angels had already received their orders from my throne. He knew that the moment this divine release reached your hands, your life would never be the same again. Do not let your current physical reality deceive you. What you see right now is merely the shadow of the old season passing away. The new season is rushing in like a powerful flood. In these next 72 hours, I need you to guard your heart against sudden feelings of unworthiness. The enemy will try to convince you that this miracle is for someone else, that you have made too many mistakes to receive a blessing this massive. Reject that lie instantly. The angels did not bring this release based on your flawless record. They brought it because of my flawless, unconditional love for you. I have marked you for this specific moment. I have orchestrated every single detail, and the angels are moving the final pieces into place right now. Stay anchored in my promises. Do not let fear win. Do not waver. My child, as these 72 hours continue to unfold, I want to speak to the deepest, most hidden wounds of your heart. Do you remember those long, exhausting nights when you tried to hide your pain so others wouldn't see the cracks in your spirit? Do you remember when you felt a crushing pressure in your chest that words could simply not explain? When your thoughts were overwhelmingly loud, but your voice felt completely silenced? I was sitting right beside you. I was the one holding you while you sobbed quietly, trying not to make a single sound. I gathered every tear you shed. Not one has ever touched the ground without being caught by my hands. You thought you cried alone in the dark, but your tears were never unseen. They traveled straight into my heart, and the angels I have just released are carrying the physical, tangible response to those exact tears. I saw the betrayal that broke you. I saw the people who walked away without explanation when you needed them most, the ones who abused your trust and left you feeling deeply rejected. I watched how you bravely tried to pretend it didn't hurt, while your heart bled silently. I saw you question your own worth because of someone else's broken actions. I saw how you blamed yourself for things that were absolutely never your fault. That betrayal created deep cracks in your identity, and even though no one else noticed the fractures, I did. But hear me now. The divine release that the angels are bringing within these 3 days includes your complete vindication. I am restoring your peace, your joy, and your fractured identity. This is exactly why the enemy has fought so incredibly hard to keep you in a state of continuous discouragement. He knows that when a child of mine is healed from past betrayal, they become an unstoppable, terrifying force in the spiritual realm. He has tried desperately to convince you that your best days are behind you, that you have somehow missed your window of opportunity, and that you are destined to live in the shadow of your past. But time is not slipping away from you. Eternity is actively pressing into your present moment. The angels are currently dismantling the intricate traps of delay, distraction, and emotional exhaustion that the enemy meticulously set around your life. Do not let him pull your attention away right now. Stay anchored in my presence. Lord, I am also deeply thankful for the gift of purpose today. Thank you for giving me a meaningful reason to open my eyes and step out of bed. Whether my work today is highly visible to the world or quietly done behind closed doors, thank you for the opportunity to contribute, to serve, and to use the unique gifts you have so carefully placed inside of me. Even on the mornings when the work ahead feels incredibly hard, when my energy is draining, and when the day feels overwhelmingly long before it even begins, I am grateful. Having something to wake up for, having a task to complete, and a purpose to fulfill is a profound blessing that not everyone has been given. Help me to view my responsibilities today not as heavy burdens, but as beautiful assignments from you. Thank you for your unceasing provision, Father. I want to pause and intentionally thank you for every bill that got paid when I wasn't entirely sure how it would happen. I thank you for every single need that was met right on time, even during those agonizing seasons when your timing felt unbearably late to my anxious heart. Thank you for the grocery runs, the full gas tanks, and the paychecks that somehow stretched further than they logically should have. You have never, not even once, let me go without what I truly needed to survive. You have never forgotten about me, not even in the darkest, quietest seasons when I felt completely invisible to the rest of the world. Your word promises us in Philippians 4:19, and my God will supply every need of yours according to his riches in glory in Christ Jesus. Every need, not every fleeting want, not every impulsive wish, but every true, deep need. And looking back over my life, I can clearly see that you have been flawlessly faithful to that promise every single time. I have the undeniable proof of your faithfulness written all over my personal history. I want to take a moment right now, in the quiet of this new morning, to out loud acknowledge that truth. You have provided. You have come through when I was at the end of my rope. You have always been enough. As I step into the unknown hours of this fresh start, I carry the absolute certainty that the God who provided for my yesterdays is already standing in my tomorrow, ready to provide exactly what I need once again. I surrender my financial fears and my worries about the future right here at your feet. My child, as you stand in the final stretch of this divine 3-day window, I need you to actively prepare your spiritual and physical environment for what is about to arrive. The angels that were just dispatched from my throne do not need a map to find you. They know exactly where you are, exactly what you have lost, and exactly what needs to be fully restored. But in these final hours, the enemy will launch his most desperate, chaotic attacks to disrupt your focus. You may suddenly find yourself surrounded by unexpected arguments, minor frustrations, or a sudden, heavy wave of unexplained sadness. Do not be alarmed when this happens. It is nothing more than the frantic noise of a defeated enemy trying to pollute the atmosphere right before your massive blessing drops. I need you to recognize his tactics instantly and refuse to engage in his petty battles. I am calling you to fiercely protect your peace over these next few days. Do not let the bitter words of others pierce your heart. Do not let a sudden financial fright or an unexpected inconvenience convince you that the breakthrough has been cancelled. The decree has already been signed in heaven, and no earthly circumstance can reverse it. The deep, agonizing fatigue you are feeling in your physical body right now is real. It is because your spirit has been holding the line in a fierce spiritual war for months. You have been fighting off discouragement, fighting off depression, and fighting off the lies that told you, "I had forgotten you." But the fight is over. The angels have taken over the front lines, and your only remaining assignment is to rest in my absolute sovereignty. Do you understand the magnitude of what has just been released? This is not a partial healing. This is not a temporary financial band-aid. This is a generational, foundational shift that will permanently alter the trajectory of your life and the lives of those you love. I am answering the prayers you prayed out loud, and I am answering the silent groans your heart made when you didn't even have the strength or the words to speak. I saw every moment you sacrificed for others, while secretly wondering who would be there for you. The angels have brought your harvest. Every single time you look at the clock over these next 3 days, I want you to let it be a reminder that eternity is currently invading your earthly time. Keep your spirit perfectly tuned to my frequency. Do not scroll away from my presence. Do not let doubt steal your miracle right at the finish line. Let my words sink deep into your bones, replacing the exhaustion with divine anticipation. Just breathe, trust my timeline, and watch what I am about to do. Stay here with me. My child, as we draw closer to the culmination of these 72 hours, I need you to consciously shed the heavy garment of survival mode that you have been wearing for so long. You have lived in a state of constant defense for years, bracing for the next disappointment, anticipating the next bill you couldn't pay, waiting for the next heart-wrenching loss. The trauma of your past has trained your mind to expect failure and delay. But I am commanding your spirit right now to expect a miraculous, undeniable victory. The angels that have invaded your earthly atmosphere are not just bringing a temporary wave of relief, they are bringing a permanent, structural shift to your entire life. The long, exhausting days of you begging for mere scraps of peace are officially over. I am rewriting the narrative of your future and your bloodline right now in this exact moment. What you are stepping into over these next 3 days is a season of overflowing, uncontainable abundance. You will no longer just have barely enough to survive. You will have more than enough to become a massive blessing to others. I know you have a deeply generous heart, my beloved. I have seen how you give to others, even when your own cup is completely empty. I have seen how you passionately pray for other people's healing, while you are silently enduring your own agonizing pain. Heaven has meticulously recorded every single act of your selfless love, and the harvest that the angels are releasing to you now is absolutely staggering. The enemy tried his hardest to bankrupt your spirit and extinguish your light, but he has failed miserably. Tomorrow morning, when you first open your eyes, I do not want you to wake up with that familiar, heavy dread of earthly responsibilities and anxieties. I want you to wake up, take a deep breath, and immediately declare out loud, "The angels have been released and my divine breakthrough is totally secured." Your spoken words carry immense universe-shifting spiritual authority. In this specific 3-day window, what you choose to speak out into the atmosphere will manifest at a drastically accelerated pace. Stop speaking about your mountain of debt, your chronic sickness, and your painful loneliness. Start speaking with bold authority about your overflowing provision, your divine health, and the beautiful, destiny-aligned relationships I am orchestrating for you right now. You are literally mere days away from a testimony that will completely shatter the foundation of all your past doubts. You are going to look back at this exact moment and realize it was the precise turning point of your entire existence. I am firmly holding your right hand as we walk through this final transition. Do not let go of mine. Do not let the enemy's final, pathetic whispers distract you. The long night of weeping is breaking, and your glorious dawn is forcefully arriving. Stay completely focused on my voice. My child, this is the final seal upon the word I have spoken to you today. As we stand at the very edge of this miraculous 3-day window, I want you to take a deep breath and physically release the tension you have been carrying in your body. The heavy lifting is done. The spiritual war over your immediate future has been unequivocally won by the angels I dispatched on your behalf. You do not need to fight anymore. You only need to receive. I am placing a divine hedge of protection around your mind, your finances, your health, and your family. The enemy is completely powerless against the decree that has been stamped with my ultimate authority. He may try to whisper his desperate lies one last time, but you now know the truth. You know that his noise is simply the sound of his total defeat. I want you to save this exact moment in your spirit. Remember exactly how you feel right now. The sudden spark of hope, the warmth in your chest, the undeniable knowing that your Creator is speaking directly to your soul. This is not a fleeting emotion. This is my spirit confirming that your massive breakthrough has already arrived in the heavenly realm and is rapidly materializing in your physical world. Over the next 72 hours, I will give you specific, undeniable signs. You will experience unexpected favor. You will hear news that brings tears of absolute joy to your eyes, and you will feel a profound, unshakable peace that completely surpasses all earthly understanding. Do not let this message simply fade into the background of your busy day. Claim it. Declare it over your life right now. Say it aloud to seal this holy covenant between us. Let the heavenly host hear your restored faith. If this message has brought light back into your weary soul, please support this channel so that my words can reach millions of other lost, tired, and broken children who desperately need to hear my voice today. Your support, your obedience, and your faith are the keys that unlock the final doors. My beloved, beautiful child, step forward with absolute confidence. The long, agonizing winter of your soul is permanently over. Your springtime of miracles has officially begun. The angels are actively clearing your path, and I am holding your hand as we walk together into your glorious new season. You are endlessly loved, you are completely forgiven, and you are fiercely protected. The wait is over. Welcome to your breakthrough. My child, because you have stayed with me until this very last moment, I am imparting a special, final blessing over your life, a seal of activation for these next 3 days. You did not scroll away. You did not let the enemy's whispers of distraction pull you back into the heavy fog of anxiety. Because of your obedience and your willingness to quiet your soul and listen to my voice, the angelic release that has just entered your atmosphere is now permanently locked onto your destiny. I want you to understand that what has been set into motion in the spiritual realm today cannot be undone by any earthly force, any demonic plot, or any past mistake you have ever made. Right now, wherever you are, I want you to physically open your hands in front of you. This simple act of surrender is a powerful prophetic gesture to the heavens that you are ready to receive the magnitude of what the angels have brought. With your hands open, I want you to speak these words out loud, declaring them with the absolute authority I have given you. I receive my divine breakthrough. I accept the healing, the provision, and the total restoration that heaven has just released for me. I command every spirit of delay, poverty, and fear to leave my life immediately. When you speak these words, the atmosphere around you instantly shifts. The heavy, suffocating weight you have carried in your chest for months is evaporating right now. Over these next 72 hours, as this miracle unfolds in the physical world, I want you to walk with your head held high. Do not look down in defeat ever again. You are royalty. You are a child of the Most High, stepping into a season where my favor will surround you like an impenetrable shield. When the enemy tries to remind you of your past failures, remind him of this exact moment. Remind him that the angels have already descended and the divine decree has already been established. I am placing a new song of praise in your mouth. The days of silent, bitter tears are over. The days of joyful, overflowing gratitude have begun. I am going before you to make every crooked path straight. I am standing behind you to guard your back from unseen enemies. And I am dwelling inside you, giving you the strength, the wisdom, and the supernatural peace to navigate this massive transition. You are stepping out of the wilderness and directly into your promised land. Do not fear the unknown of tomorrow, because I am already there, waiting for you with arms wide open. The wait is finally over, my beloved. The angels are rejoicing over your life, and I am smiling upon you with boundless, everlasting love. Go in peace, rest completely in my promises, and prepare your heart to witness the absolute greatest turnaround of your entire life. Stay close to me always. Amen. My child, as you take this final step into your new season, I want you to remember this exact feeling of liberation. The heavy chains of anxiety that once bound your chest have been permanently shattered by the decree of heaven. You are no longer a captive to your past, nor are you a prisoner to the fears of tomorrow. The angels that were dispatched on your behalf have not only delivered your breakthrough, but they have also established a permanent perimeter of divine protection around your life, your home, your family, and your finances. Do you feel the lightness in your spirit? That is the atmosphere of heaven, becoming your permanent, everyday reality. The enemy will try to look for cracks in your faith over the coming days. He will try to send minor inconveniences or fleeting negative thoughts to convince you that this massive miracle was just an illusion. When that happens, I need you to stand firm in the absolute authority I have just activated within you. Do not shrink back. Do not let a temporary inconvenience steal your eternal victory. You must look at those moments and declare, "My season of weeping is over, and my harvest of joy has arrived." He has no power over a mind that is fully surrendered to my promises, and a heart that is anchored in my unconditional love. You have officially crossed over the threshold. I am not just giving you a temporary blessing. I am giving you a brand new identity. You are no longer the one who is constantly overlooked, rejected, and spiritually exhausted. You are the one who carries my glory. You are the cycle breaker, chosen to destroy generational curses for your entire family line. You are the one who will walk into rooms and completely shift the atmosphere simply because my presence rests so heavily upon you. The people who walked away from you in your season of brokenness will watch in absolute awe as I elevate you in this season of complete restoration. I am actively preparing a table for you in the very presence of your enemies, and your cup is about to overflow beyond your wildest imagination. My beloved, keep your eyes fixed entirely on me. Wake up every single morning with a song of gratitude on your lips, knowing that the Creator of the universe is actively fighting your battles while you rest. The intense spiritual warfare you endured was simply the labor pains of your greatest testimony. That painful chapter has ended, and your era of unending, miraculous grace has officially begun. Breathe deeply, rest completely. Your miracle is no longer just on the way, it is already here, resting in your hands. Walk boldly into the beautiful, abundant, and peaceful life I have specifically designed for you. I am with you always, even to the end of the age. My child, as you stand firmly in this new reality, I want to show you the massive ripple effect of what the angels have just released into your life. You thought you were only praying for a personal breakthrough. You thought you were merely asking for enough provision to pay your own bills, or just enough peace to quiet your own anxious mind. But I tell you now, the divine decree I handed to the angels goes far beyond your individual needs. You are the chosen vessel for your entire family line. Because you held on to your faith when everything around you was incredibly dark. Because you refused to walk away from me in your deepest pain, I am using you to shatter invisible chains that have held your loved ones hostage for generations. I see the faces of the people you fiercely love. I know the secret, tear-soaked prayers you have prayed for your children, your siblings, and your friends. You have wept for their salvation, their health, and their peace of mind. Hear me now with the full authority of heaven. The release that has just occurred over this 72-hour window is contagious. The massive overflow of your cup is going to wash over them. When they look at your life moving forward, they will no longer see a victim of harsh circumstances. They will see the undeniable, miraculous, and overwhelming hand of the Almighty God. Your testimony is about to become the very key that unlocks their spiritual and physical prison doors. Do not ever underestimate the spiritual authority I have just placed upon you. The enemy is absolutely terrified of you right now. He is not just afraid of you surviving, he is terrified of you thriving, because a thriving, fully healed, and abundantly blessed version of you is his greatest nightmare. You are no longer on the defensive, you are on the offensive. When you speak my words, the atmosphere will instantly obey. When you pray for others, you will see immediate, undeniable shifts in the unseen realm. The heavy fog of confusion that once surrounded your decisions has been permanently lifted by the breath of heaven. As these 3 days complete their cycle, I want you to look around you with brand new spiritual eyes. The people I am placing in your path are not there by accident. You are stepping into a season of immense influence and divine purpose. Do not ever shrink back to fit into small spaces that you have completely outgrown. Rise up, my beautiful and chosen child. Walk with the boldness of a lion and the gentleness of a dove. The angels are marching with you, the heavens are loudly cheering for you, and I am shining brightly through you. The greatest chapters of your life are no longer just in your dreams. They are happening right now, in this very moment. Stay completely anchored in my love, and watch how I use your life to change the world around you. My child, as the final grains of sand fall through the hourglass of this divine 72-hour window, I want to imprint a permanent and unshakable truth upon your heart. You have walked through the blazing fire, you have weathered the relentless storms, and you have stood firm when the enemy tried his absolute hardest to break your spirit. Now the angels that were dispatched from my throne are finalizing their holy assignment in your life. The massive release of favor, provision, and healing is no longer just hovering in the unseen spiritual realm. It is physically manifesting in your earthly reality right now. I need you to understand deeply that what I give, the enemy cannot take away. The blessings I am pouring out upon you in this specific season are not fragile. They will not expire, they will not run dry, and they will not disappear when the world around you shakes. The enemy wants you to live in a state of lingering anxiety, whispering his desperate lies that this breakthrough is only temporary and that the other shoe is bound to drop. He wants you to look at your restored finances, your healed relationships, and your newly found peace with suspicion and fear. But I declare over you today that this is a permanent establishment of my covenant with you. The angelic forces have built an impenetrable fortress of fire around your household. The agonizing generational cycles of lack, chronic sickness, and heavy depression have not just been paused, they have been completely eradicated from your bloodline forever. You will not have to fight the same exhausting battles your parents fought, and your children will never have to carry the heavy burdens that you are leaving behind in this exact moment. You are the definitive turning point in your family's entire history. As you move forward from this sacred moment, I want you to walk with a completely transformed posture. Keep your head lifted high and your spiritual eyes wide open. You are going to start noticing undeniable, miraculous synchronicities over the coming days. Doors opening without you even having to knock. Resources appearing exactly when you need them, and the perfect people stepping into your path precisely on time. Do not dare call these moments coincidences, my beloved. These are the visible, tangible footprints of the angels working diligently behind the scenes on your behalf. I am actively orchestrating a beautiful symphony of miracles specifically designed to wipe away every single tear of disappointment you have ever cried in secret. Do not let the chaotic noise of the world pull you back into the heavy, suffocating fog of survival mode. You are no longer merely surviving. You are officially thriving under an open heaven. I have breathed brand new life into your weary bones, and I have placed a crown of unparalleled favor upon your head. Whenever a shadow of fear tries to creep back into your mind, I want you to remember this exact message. Remember the intense urgency, remember the overwhelming love, and remember the undeniable warmth of my spirit wrapping around your soul right now. You are my most precious creation, and the beautiful plans I have for you are far more glorious than your human mind could ever comprehend. Rest now, my child. The heavy lifting is completely finished. The painful wait is finally over. Your beautiful, abundant, and radically transformed new life begins today. Stay close to me, always. My child, as we reach the absolute pinnacle of this divine encounter, I want you to look at the horizon of your life with entirely new spiritual eyes. The 3 days of intense spiritual acceleration we have just walked through together have set an unbreakable foundation. But what follows next is a lifetime of walking continuously in the miraculous. The angels that were dispatched to shift your circumstances are not retreating to heaven. They are standing guard at the 4 corners of your life, ensuring that every single blessing I have spoken over you remains completely undisturbed. The relentless spiritual warfare that once kept you up at night, pacing the floors and crying out for relief, has been permanently silenced by my sovereign command. The enemy's camp is in absolute chaos because you refuse to surrender, you refuse to scroll away, and you chose to anchor your soul to my eternal promises. I want you to take a moment right now to genuinely forgive yourself for the times you doubted. Forgive yourself for the moments when the pain was so loud that you questioned whether I was still listening. Your human frailty never disqualified you from my divine favor. I have taken every ounce of your exhaustion, every fragment of your broken heart, and I have woven them together to create a masterpiece of redemption that will leave this world completely astounded. From this exact moment forward, you are no longer defined by what you lost, who walked away, or the mistakes you made in seasons of deep survival. You are defined strictly by the blood of the Lamb, the decree of heaven, and the massive, uncontainable breakthrough that is resting in your open hands right now. As you step fully into tomorrow, do not carry the heavy baggage of yesterday. Leave the ashes of your past exactly where they belong, behind you. When the sun rises, it will not just be another ordinary morning. It will be the magnificent dawn of your promised land. You will wake up with a quiet, undeniable knowing in your spirit that everything has finally changed. You will notice that the crushing weight on your chest is completely gone. You will see doors that have been supernaturally unlocked overnight. You will receive the calls, the emails, the financial provision, and the divine connections that you have been desperately waiting for. I am actively moving people, resources, and entire institutions just to position you exactly where you belong. This is my final, unbreakable seal upon your life today. You are highly favored, deeply cherished, and eternally protected. Keep your heart tender, keep your faith fierce, and keep your eyes fixed entirely on my face. The beautiful, vibrant, overflowing life I have prepared for you is no longer a distant dream. It is your undeniable, everyday reality. Go forward in absolute victory, my beautiful child. The wait is over. The angels have delivered your harvest. Your massive breakthrough is finally here, and I will never, ever let you go. Amen.